my brother in arms, Lee Merritt. There's a lot of power in this space. Let me hear you repeat after me. People power.
People power.
One more time. People power.
People power.
Economic power.
Economic power.
Political power.
Political power.
People power.
People power.
Economic power.
Economic power.
Political power.
Political power.
We didn't just gather here to express our frustration. We've gathered here to yield the most powerful source on the face of the earth, and that's people power.
People power.
People power.
People power.
My brother Trey called me about this a little under a week ago, telling me about a man that he knew. There was a native son in Houston, and he tried to help me explain this to him. He says, how does a cop kneel on his neck for 8 minutes and 36 seconds straight while he screams for his life, while onlookers scream for his life, and most importantly, while they filmed him? The camera was not a surprise to him. He was indifferent to the camera. He didn't care about the camera. He said, how is it possible that that man, and when we spoke, he was unarrested, and the man who helped him, who aided and abetted this murder, was unarrested? He said, how is that possible? Understand this. I come here as one of the counsels for the family, but I am not an attorney hoping to reform a broken criminal justice system. I don't believe we need any more thoughtful attorneys hoping to reform a broken criminal justice system. It is not broken. It is operating exactly how it was designed to operate. When Derek Chauvin looked into that camera the way I'm looking into these cameras, he knew that despite him being recorded, he would likely get away with it. Because the system doesn't need any more attorneys hoping to fix a broken system. They need radical lawyers, radical artists, radical people hoping to burn it down and build a new one. What does that look like? It looks like people power, economic power, political power. It's time that we begin to yield our power. Because even in the city of Houston, you do not go without your own stain. Because right here, the district attorney, Kimberly Ogg, has failed to indict the officer who murdered Pamela Turner on video. So we come here to cash a check not only for our brother Floyd, but for our sister Pamela Turner. Say her name. Say her name. What does that look like? It has to be more than just words, Lee. We've heard you talking, Lee. There's brothers more articulate than you, Lee. So what does that look like? That looks like when the people come together, and use their power to vote. That's a start, but it's not the whole thing. Let me hear you say vote. Let me hear you say vote. When the people come together and use their economic power and defund a corrupt and broken police system, that's what it looks like. We use our economic power, we take our businesses to defund a crooked and broken police system until they begin to reform themselves. The law enforcement officers you see standing with us, they should be here in protest because they are a part of a broken system. Talib Kweli said it like this. Talib Kweli said it's in their job description to terminate the threat, so one shot to the body is what you can expect. The president has said, no matter if we follow the law, how do I give my son pride and then make him swallow it all? My sister Sheila Jackson Lee, she said, don't get up there and talk about the arrest of one officer. Don't get up there and talk about the arrest of 3 officers. Get up there and tell them that we need to take this fight to Washington, D.C. We need to demand a comprehensive reform package for policing in America. It can never be the same again. That means we need to end qualified immunity. We need to do that on both sides of the aisle. That means we need to end qualified immunity. That means we need to end, or we need to change, we need to take hold of the use of force protocol. And listen, I'm going to talk to you all about the legal part of it, because look, we said part of it was political power. That means we got to pay attention and understand it. When he looked at that camera, he thought, I'm probably protected by qualified immunity, and I likely am following the use of force protocol. And so we need to go to D.C. and tell them we need a new set of laws that respect black lives.
Say that again. Say it again.
We need a new set of laws that respects black lives. Until we do that, we're going to exercise our people power. Say it after me. People power. Political power. Economic power. Say its name. Say its name. Say its name. We are calling for the George Floyd police reform bill, and we will not stop protesting. We will not stop fighting until it happens. Say its name.
Lee.
Give it up for Family Counsel Lee Merritt. I like the way that sounds. George Floyd police reform bill. I love the way that sounds. Next up.